The final chapter of Batman 89 is finally upon us, so let's talk about it. Immediately, we're hit with some really interesting symbolism that sums up what this miniseries has been about so far. Batman is the reason Gotham is terrorized by
ghosts and goblins.
And at the end of the day, he isn't really any different than they are. By the end of their confrontation, Two-Face owns just about everything in Gotham City. He owns the mob, the mayor, the governor, and the senator, and finally, and most importantly, he owns Batman. However, when he goes to confront Batman about this, we have a final duel between the two, and it leads to a conclusion that is perfectly in the vein of Batman 89 and Batman Returns. And it's so beautifully written that I actually teared up a little bit when reading it. Two-Face is my favorite all-time Batman villain, and this book is perfect to put towards the top of a Two-Face reading list. This version of Two-Face is a man that is tormented by the question, what if? With infinite amount of possibilities coming out from every little decision being made on a day-to-day basis, he relies on a coin and chance to make those choices for him. His indecisiveness at the end of the day is his character flaw when really all he wants is just to help people of Gotham City. And it's tragic to see such a great man with great ambitions be completely destroyed by chance. We even get a few glimpses into those alternate realities as Harvey's coin flips. There was really only one point that it was a little confusing, but I also think that places us a little closer to the same level of discombobulation Harvey feels in that moment. I love seeing how all these characters came together in the end and played pivotal roles in the climax. I feel like Selina's character paid off in a really great way, and despite all that Two-Face has done to Bruce, Bruce does his absolute best to save and help him. The biggest and really the only disappointment in this issue is that they do away with Robin for the big climax. I understand that having his character there would have complicated things a little bit, but I really wish that we saw more of him. He's such a great character, and I really hope they do more with him in future projects because his setup was really great, but the payoff could have been much, much better. And oh my god, let's talk about the art. Through all of these reviews, I've gushed about the art, and honestly, I think it's better here than at any other point in this series. Like, just look at this first page. It is a perfect way to start the issue. And even the panel layout has gotten better. I feel like it perfectly guided my eyes through the story, and any time where it might have gotten too static, there was something unique to break it up. This creative team should not be slept on. The series has definitely convinced me to check out other comics by these creators. I've said it once and I'll say it again. It is top tier content and it's the perfect sequel to Batman 89 and Batman Returns. This series has gone through some pretty long delays in between issues, but honestly, it's worth it. This series has gotten me back into comics, and I just want to see more of the story. Feeling is also aided by the fact that the ending is left pretty open and sets up perfectly for a sequel. It was honestly one of the most cinematic endings to a comic book I've ever read. I'm not sure if we'll ever get a sequel, but one can only hope. So that is my review of this issue. As a whole, I love this series, and I will definitely be picking up the trade paperback once it comes out. Did you check this issue out? If so, let me know. I would love to chit-chat about it, and if you haven't, do it. The trade paperback should be coming out, so if you didn't pick up any of the series, that book should be coming out sooner than later, so hopefully that'll be available, and when you do pick it up, come back to this video and let me know what you thought about it so that we could talk about it, because I want to keep talking about this series because it's really awesome. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope you have a really awesome day.